Okay, hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Monday. I say for, I think, maybe the last time. I keep saying this, but I'm pretty sure. Well, I know I'm not going to stream next Monday because we're going to be gone for Dani's birthday. But I believe we will be moving over to Wednesday evenings starting next week. But I have obviously lied before because here we are 2 weeks after I said we were switching. So who knows, right? Welcome in, Lila, Sleepy Bean, Blake, Holly, Bonkers Busy. Welcome, folks. We are going to get back to it today. I'm really hoping to knock out some of the foraging here. I am so ready to start mining. As much of a nightmare as that's going to be to do mining without combat, I still think it's going to be a nice change of pace, you know, and it should be pretty exciting day to day. So we'll see what today looks like. I don't know how far we'll get, to be honest, because we are like, where am I at with foraging? 628 experience to the next level, so we should hit that by spring. Sorry, and then after that, who knows? We'll be off to the races, hopefully. Happy early birthday. I will let her know. Yeah. Hey, Madeline, welcome in. Serendipity. Madeline, do you say Madeline or Madeline? That's my question today. And also the poll. We actually have people that would want to live somewhere where it always snows. See, that's just a trap. I only put that in there so I could figure out who I need to ban. So I think for the next few days through winter here, honestly, we're not going to be doing a lot other than taking care of our animals, and we'll get our hardwood collected every day. We are pretty close to our dollars needed for our next Joja development upgrade form thing, because we are doing those one at a time. We're going to do, what is it for this one? The quarry? Yeah, we got to do the quarry for foraging. Lynn and not Line. Okay, perfect. That's my sister's name as well, actually. That is a lot of eggs. My goodness. A nice distribution too. When we get to the end of foraging here, all bets are off for a week. We can sell whatever we want. We'll use that money to kind of figure out what we're doing next, right? So everything we collect for now is just going into that pile. Always rain just means Scotland. Fair enough. Oh, that's right. We could be collecting hardwood to fix this. I mean, we have a dehydrator. Iridium ore. If I were actually... And an iridium bar, my goodness. If I were thinking about taking this onto Ginger Island after we were done, I would probably buy those. But I don't think we will. I think once we get to the end of the development form, that'll probably be a good place to move on to a new idea. Speaking of moving on... Oh, wait, I can pick this up. Stream going in and out for anybody? I don't show any drop frames. So, I don't know. But I've been pretty disappointed with my my internet lately, which, you know what? Who isn't? This could be kind of bad. Scoozy. Okay, there we go. No problem. Good on mobile. My gosh. Anyway, speaking of moving on, because we will be shortly, once we wrap things up here, in no way related to stream, but I'm getting very close. Oh, I'm getting very close to finishing up 200 days finally of 1.6, which has been pretty fun to get back into. Gotta go eat dinner. Awesome. What are you having if you're still here? Or if you come back, let me know. I'm curious. Oh, I was scrambling tonight because I get done at like 4 p.m. with work. And I was working at home for a long time, like every day, and now I'm back to in office 3 days a week, which is fine. But I got done at 4, got home, got the dogs up, let them out, trying to figure out what I want to do for food. I was like, I don't have a lot of leftovers. Just ordered something to go from like a smaller local place, and completely forgot that there is a lot of road construction right now. So I was like barely here, like scarfing down noodles as I was like stopped in traffic. Because I came home and I got the stream time set up, and I don't know, just set things up so that it would be going live at 5:30 or whatever, and I did not think I was going to make that, to be honest. But here we are. Hey, Autumn, welcome in. Just caught the 5th legendary fish. Which one is the last one for you? In my experience, the glacier fish, always the worst. I don't know why. The crimson fish was your last one. Okay. I don't mind the crimson fish too much. The crimson fish, the angler, and the mutant carp. None of those I think are too bad. But the legend, I mean, the legend kind of depends. I feel like with the legend, if you can keep it on the line long enough, it starts to kind of chill out, you know? That might just be a little bit of like a confirmation bias. Like, that's my experience. And I only remember those times. But it feels like with the legend, as long as you can make it past like the first 10 or 15 seconds, that's kind of a long time, maybe like 10 seconds. As long as you can get that far, you're probably going to make it. What do we have for, oh, Robin wants some hardwood? Well, we can do that. That is specifically related to foraging. And I think I have her axe at home too. So let's grab that stuff and head up and visit her. Get some cash, get some friendship that will decay over time because we'll never talk to her again. In my 1.6 perfection save, I'm trying to catch them all as iridium. Are you trying to catch them perfectly, or are you using the quality bobber? So those are two very different tasks. In a scary way. What's this? You need a bream. That is too inconvenient, Pierre. I'm so sorry. It's not happening. Mystery box. Chipped amphora. I'm just going to sell that. That feels fine. And I think we'll hang on to most everything else. So yeah, I do have Robin's Lost Axe. Let's grab that. And let's grab some hardwood. And yeah, we'll make a quick trip up her way. Go in here. That's fine too. 217 stone. We could, honestly, we could start getting some tree fertilizer. That's quite a bit more than I actually thought I had on hand, so. In the recording that I'm working on for 200, I was doing a lot of fishing in the past several days. And I'm, like I said, just kind of coming to the end of that. And I managed to, in a 3-day stretch, and some of you can probably guess what was going on, but in a 3-day stretch, I managed to make about, I want to say 1.2 million gold from fishing. So I was pretty jazzed about that. I was starting to get a little bit stressed for cash. But that was a nice little bump to my income. Made me a little less worried. All right, let's go to bed. As they are, no bobber help. The angler is the problem. I'm not sure I don't know if you can, like, I don't know if it's in a deep enough fishing zone that you could get an iridium one of those, to be honest. So I don't think you could get a gold. Or I don't, yeah, I think you get gold with a perfect catch there. Actually, I think that's what you just said. Yeah, yeah. So you almost, for that one, would need to have a perfect catch and the bobber. And that's not so fun. Butternut. Good job, little chickens. Okay. Down to the secret woods. And I think what we're going to do is we're just going to blast our way into spring. And then we'll get a whole bunch of tree fertilizer out here. Hope that we can start getting everything growing really quick. We're pretty close to our cache, and in fact, I think I have a lot just hanging out waiting for me, so we will we'll sell through that. Excuse me, get the bridge repaired. And then we really do just need to hit level 10. Oh my god, you're kidding me. They're waiting for me. They know, they're ready. Okay, there we go. The library has been expanded. Fantastic news. So I might have mentioned this, I don't know. But Dani is running... Ooh, excuse me. Dani is running a D&D program through our library for... I guess teens and adults, I believe. I think that's basically it, is like 13 up. I'm not really 100% sure, but I got to go hang out with them and kind of provide support, I guess. I don't know. I was just there answering questions, and it's really fun to play with people that have not played before, as they kind of pick up on the rules and start to realize the different things that their characters can do. It's an interesting feeling because it's been so long since I've sat down at a table with new players before. They're very creative in ways that I think people that have played for a long time kind of aren't anymore, or can become not so much. They don't always get what they want, you know, but it's interesting that they're thinking outside of just like strictly what's on the page, what can I see, what does my stat block tell me. They want to do things that are above and beyond, and that's kind of fun. Wait a minute, do I have anything I can be? Yeah, there we go. And drop off our eggs, and then I think we're good. And we actually have some broccoli. I really like the addition of these new little plants that you dig up. Carrots are cracked. Carrots are so good. Also, you can feed them to your horse, which is, I mean, I can't think of a word. I was trying to be really funny, but it's just really cute. How's that? Yay, mushroom day. Okay, let's go up and see what we get out of there. I'm looking for purples, right? That's really going to be a nice little moneymaker for us. We've got so many carrots now. Never played D&D, but I've always wanted to. Yeah, so she was running like a beginner's adventure. That's just like a published thing. They had a couple of different rooms of people, so other employees were also running, but I just hung out and picked up questions where people had them, and yeah, it was super fun. Hey Liz, welcome in. Foraging progress? Absolutely, yeah, let's see. We'll definitely hit 9. I think we're actually about to hit 9, right? Because I get 125 from the woods today. My first session, I had Alchemist Flask playing Barbarian. I wanted to coat my sword in flames. DM said it would light. Blaze, I use that as an ambush running through the camp, lighting it ablaze too. That's what I'm talking about. It's like, there are a lot of things that I wouldn't do because I know mechanically as a DM I probably wouldn't allow them. But it's cool that all of these players are trying to do stuff because it just seems like it would be cool, and that's kind of the point, right? Oh heck, we have enough purple mushrooms in here already. Well, let's knock this out. Oh, lighting yourself ablaze? Even better. As a barbarian, I mean, you want to be taking damage, right? That's what keeps you angry. If it just so happens that, you know, what's angry is that you lit yourself on fire, well, so be it. We've all been there. Hey, Mewsli, welcome in. I did not expect a 2/3 split on the rain. I definitely thought that's my perspective. Is no thank you for the snow. Do you play non-modded Stardew Valley anymore? I mean, when I play on the Switch, I do. The mods that I use are, I would say, pretty non-intrusive and quality of life things. I don't usually take them out unless I'm working on something with someone else, or if I'm working on, like, before 1.6 came out, I wanted to do a quick, like, here is an amazing first week that anybody can do as long as you are at least a little bit confident in your fishing. So I took out all of my mods, and I didn't use animation canceling because I wanted it to be really accessible. But the stuff that I use now, it's just a convenience thing. It's hard to put down, I guess. Yay! This is the insurmountable task, though. Getting from 9 to 10 is absolutely bonkers. 4,957 experience, and we get like 125 a day. That's just brutal. We're gonna have so much money by the time we're done with that. If we keep collecting eggs every day. Like, even if that's all I do. So what is that, like 40-ish days? 40 days, we'll be into summer. But we'll have trees growing too, so that'll help. Some pumpkins coming in. I'm just gonna let those go until the powder melon are done, just so everything comes in at once. Some mahogany. Speaking of, let's go ahead and knock out a little bit of tree fertilizer. I'm sure there's something I probably should have saved that stuff for, but it is what it is. I want to get this stuff rocking and rolling up here, as long as I'm thinking about it before I forget. Then the rest of the growly should be growing in as well in the spring here. But I think we'll be moving through the days pretty quick. Hey, rabbits. Welcome, welcome. I think we're off to bed. Into another beautiful day. If anybody's here for the first time, by the way, just a heads up, this is a very slow series. So this is definitely like a wind down kind of vibe. We are not making a lot of quick progress, and that's kind of intentional. So just a heads up, things are not going to speed up. I do a lot of like really crunchy, really sweaty gameplay when I'm recording, but this is more like vibes. So just a warning, if you're first time here, or if you're coming into the recording after, it's going to be a lot of this, which I think is not a bad thing. Oh, whoops. But it might be a little different than what you... Haley is my secret friend. I kind of forgot about that. It might be a little bit different than what you see if you are on the channel a lot, so... Feels like it's worth mentioning. Let's... I mean, go take care of the animals and then get our hardwood, and then I think I'm just going to go ahead and pay for the quarry right away. There might actually be trees over there that we can reach. There might not. They might all be behind rocks, you know, but we could at least give it a shot and see what's over there. There is nothing growing in the valley right now, so it can't be worse than that, right? Type of stream is great for playing in the background. Yeah. I have a lot of people let me know that they sleep to a lot of the streams or videos too, so that I don't take any offense to it, but people are always like, "Hey, I can't make it through your videos." Are you avoiding farming foraging pickups for a reason I missed? No, I am going to start planting some in spring. The reason that I did not start doing that earlier is because I wasn't saving enough forage between the seasons, and until very recently, like until the middle of winter, I didn't actually have winter seeds unlocked as a forage recipe, so we didn't really get a good start on it, and I figured I'd just let it sit. But that'll be part of the strategy in the spring for sure. Calm stream is perfect. I like knitting to this. That's awesome. Great for getting more view time. That's true, I guess. Morning, Lauren. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're feeling better. Hey, Maya. Sleep stream is the ultimate watch time extender. Yeah, there was a lot of jokes going around a while ago about making like a sleep a lot channel, but I don't know. If you have premium though, and you haven't heard, and you have the data available, anytime you download a video with premium, it counts as a full watch for whichever creator. So just a little pro tip there that really helps, and not just me, but like whoever. I was told by a friend who was DM that yes, I could have a pet donkey. He's playing a mage. He's less than pleased when I sent the money donkey into the enemy camp as it was hexed with poison. That's truly evil. That's animal cruelty right there. Oh yeah, that's right. I have some coffee in here too, huh? Oop. Liz. Apologies if this is a silly question. Does collecting eggs from your chickens not count toward the farming experience? No, you're good. It totally does. But we're done with farming. I considered just selling them off, but it just, I don't know. I didn't. Oh, wait. We want to go unlock the quarry. If streams are like Bob Ross videos, calming and positive. That's good to hear. I got so tilted when I was doing a Nuzlocke that Dani came in and was like, nobody's going to want to watch you if you're angry, dude. I was getting so frustrated towards the end of Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl. I don't remember which one I bought. Dani bought the other one. I was getting really upset, and I was not very happy on stream. And my wife was like, "Listen, nobody wants to hear you complain for 3 hours, my guy." Like, that's fair. Oh, we did the bridge. So what is foraging? Is it panning? That's fishing. I think we did this wrong. Or did I just already buy it? I must have just already bought this, because this is only our second skill. I totally forgot that. Oh my gosh. Curious about those downloads. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, no worries, Liz. I guess it go the other way if you watch a downloaded version a bunch. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you download it once, it counts as one full watch. If you watch it 16 times after you download it, it still counts as one full watch. So, not that it really matters. Like, if you are watching or downloading or whatever you're doing, you're helping the channel. Premium is interesting. They split basically whatever you watch for the month. They split that out amongst all of the channels that you have watched anything on. So, but yeah, if you download them, it counts as a full watch. If you watch them slower than 1.5 speed, or slower than 1.0 speed, it counts that time, which is kind of dumb. Spiffing Brit, name people might probably know, I believe made a video at like 4 times speed that you had to watch at quarter speed. So it was like a 3-minute video that counted as 12-minute watch time if everybody watched it. You know what I mean? Santa! I don't think we're going to the Feast of the Winter Star, y'all. I don't think it's important in our file here. So unfortunately, Haley is getting nothing this year. But since I don't think we've even, well, we have met her, but we have no hearts with her, so we won't have to worry about losing any, if that's even a thing. I think it is. Or it might have just been from natural decay. I feel like I lost hearts with Elliot or somebody once, but it might have just been a coincidence that it fell on a day where the decay would have brought it down. Got the cookies on the plate. I don't have any cookies. Well, actually, that's not true. I might have had cookies in the in storage, because I did go through the garbage cans a lot. Spiff exploits make my head hurt, but are very funny. Yeah, that's fair. Did I even have any cookies? No. Okay, well, I don't feel too bad then. I do have Linus's berry basket, though. We should probably drop that off at some point. Robin's lost axe. I'll take that cash. As a data analyst, I would be interested to see if there's some way that we could pull our own viewing stats. I know that you can... This might just be from a creator's standpoint, though. I bet it's only from Studio. I was going to say, I know you can see... like, you can wipe records, which I would imagine that's got to be connected somehow. Maybe if you were doing some digging. Analytics has a lot of interesting info for Studio, but I don't know how much that would help somebody with like their viewing stats. Oh my god, it's a nightmare in here today. Good lord. We gotta get out of here. I see something over there, but DucksDucksDucks, thanks so much. 29 months. Goodness gracious. Thank you for the continued support. That is really cool. It doesn't feel like it's been that long since I even started doing stuff. Excuse me, don't mind me. Listen, you guys were doing your own thing. Yeah, just leave me alone. There we go. Can't live without my premium. My ADHD cannot stand ads. I did, don't let anyone know, but I did Revanced or whatever it was for a long time until I was actually like making videos. And then I was like, I have a lot of friends whose content I watch. I feel like I could at least support them a little bit. So then I started picking up premium. But I'm all for it. Block your ads, y'all. I don't care. I did the exact same thing. And I don't blame you at all. All right, powder melons tomorrow. And if we have enough stuff in there, maybe we could throw some winter seeds into the greenhouse and just let those rock and roll, huh? We need, what, this? And no, I need you. There we go, not Holly. So, yeah, once those are done, I guess we could. It wouldn't kill us to just have those going. We could start getting some stuff out here if I can, or maybe up here would be easier if I can manage to get some sprinklers in. don't think we have a lot of extras except for this great wall of sprinklers up there. We could definitely cannibalize that a little bit. Maybe I'll start doing that now before I forget about it. The real question is, am I going to remember how to do this? Well, we have UI info suite, so I'll be fine. Trying to do this from memory without having the markers for the sprinklers is not fun. So we'll do some spring seeds up in that area once, well, in just a few days here. But for now, I'm done. I don't even have Netflix, I just have premium. I think I'm the only person I know locally who doesn't have Netflix. We still have Netflix, and every day I'm frustrated even more with myself for not canceling it yet, because it's just it's really bad. But then there will be something that I really want to watch that's only on there, and I don't feel like going through the hassle of finding another option. So we just keep it, and that's how they get you, I guess. You just become complacent. It's like shopping for insurance. You could get a better deal, almost certainly, if you were willing to put in the time, but are you? Because I'm not. So where are we at here? 357 out of 5,000. Goodness gracious. How much space do we have? Should I just get rid of all of our crops in here? Maybe I'll leave the coffee. That seems fine. Oh, and our orange is finally grown. Let's get rid of the broccoli. Nobody cares about that. And we have, what? 3, 5, 7, 14, 21, 26 spots. So 3 things. Find that most things are on Prime, which works for me. Yeah, unfortunately, we also still have that. Which I don't know that I'll reasonably be able to... Oh, I have that stuff with me. I don't know that I'll reasonably be able to walk away from that anytime soon. Just keeping Netflix because I watch Bridgerton. We just finished that not too long ago, actually. It's the kind of show that we both watch, and then we're both a little bit like, why did we watch that? But then we keep coming back, so they're doing something right, I guess. Well, this is, I think I want to get up to like 8 coffee, and then I'll just rotate other things through here. So we'll just leave that for now. I am full in here, though we could just chuck a garden pot over here and just never use it, I guess. Oh my gosh. Mixed seeds can go. What else can I take out of here? Nothing really. Just need another chest, I guess. That's fine. Let's go, let's go. Husband and I just rotate streaming services. Yeah, that's not a bad way to do it, especially if you can get like, oh, special limited time discount kind of thing, you know? Or like, welcome back, we missed you. Like, no, you didn't, but thank you for the discount. I appreciate it. Why do I have 2 Jack Be Nimble, Jack Be Thick books? That's the real question. Did you guys know that that is a loved gift for Alex? I was very surprised by that. I don't know why. It makes perfect sense. It's all about gains. But it just made me chuckle a little bit. All right. It's only 9, so I must not have been down to the secret woods yet, so let's do that. And in fact, I don't even know. Have I been in here yet? Yes, I have. Okay, perfect. Husband and I just got rid of our Netflix. We have Prime and Disney Plus for our son. I heard Disney Plus just jacked up their prices 100% or are going to. I don't know if that's true. I feel like I saw somebody posting that it was going from like 65 to 130. That's rough. Not that like $10-ish a month is a ludicrous amount of money. Or is that monthly? I guess I don't know. I would imagine that's yearly. I don't need any of this, do I? No, I don't think so. We're in Canada, so the price jump. Oh, fair enough. Fallout was so good. Fallout was really fun. I really enjoyed Fallout. There have been a few things. We haven't watched The Boys yet. I feel like I need to watch a lot of old The Boys before I can jump into the new season, because I don't really know what's happening. Don't mind me. Excuse me. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. It's too bad the rain event doesn't come more often. That would be really handy for us right now. I think you get a lot of experience for breaking the big weed clumps. Got a vaccine yesterday, slightly feverish. I think I'm due for mine in like September-ish. That's always a fun time. But I finally managed to line everything up to fall on the same appointment, so that'll be nice. Do you still know Unsurpassable Z? No, I haven't talked to him in a few years. All right. If Disney puts prices up again, I'll be annoyed. Yeah. Let's get some more seeds in the ground. I feel like wait, they were in this one. I must have planted oak up there because we don't have a lot of those. So let's do more of that, I guess. And then mahogany. I don't know. And I guess I was doing pathing also, so let's just go ahead and grab some of that wood too. Think the green range should be more than once a summer? Yeah, that would be fine too. I was thinking if it could pop up in like spring or fall randomly, that'd be kind of neat. I did like talking to everybody on year 2 though. They were just kind of like, well, I don't know, it's kind of whatever. We already did this once, so we don't really care. Hey, buddy. Please don't destroy my tent. Yeah, no problem. I should really give him back his, like, blackberry basket sometime soon, because we are doing foraging right now. That seems appropriate. Oh, that was a bad idea. Oops. Oh, well. $5:35, though. We're cruising. We've only been here for about a little over a half hour. I don't know about making it all the way to 10 today, but we'll see. We'll see. Can't wait until you start mining and finally... Yeah, I know. They're so annoying. And just all of this, too. Although I won't really care about this at that point, you know, but whatever. All right. I don't know if that'll grow, but we'll put it there anyway. I don't know if a lot of this stuff is going to grow, if we're being honest. Can I even do this? Oh, I can. Cool. Look at my beautiful orchard. Get out of here. You're not part of my plans. Untamed trees in my nature? Beautiful. It's a little bit awkward, but you know what? We make it work. You can really get some sick beats out of this. I should call Therm. We could do something with this. All right. Lovely. Oh, wait. Sorry. There's a little bit more. My bad, my bad. Okay. Now we're good. Gorgeous. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, thank you. It's disgusting up there, if we're being honest, but you know what? We do what we can. I don't know if you guys know this, but I have a passion for decoration. What else? I think that's it, huh? 26th? That's fine for today. Off we go. Not awkward, organic. Yeah. Exactly. As long as you can put the right spin on it. We got a lot of mushrooms here. Oh, and I was just up there yesterday. I should have just waited a little bit, I guess. Can you imagine if I could have turned those mushrooms into some kind of like mushroom brick? Some kind of bar that I could make of my pickaxe out of mushrooms? Hyper condensed into, I don't know. I can't even think of anything. Breaking out a glass of white wine. Since my presentation is pissing me off, what are you working on? All right. God, we have so many eggs. I think it'd be kind of nice though to have. I should qualify this. I'm excited to have like a pretty constant stream of coffee going in there. I usually don't bother wasting spots in the greenhouse on coffee. It doesn't seem very economical, but since we're not really doing anything else with it. Delirium setting in there. Yeah. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I'm tired, and I've been tired for months, and I'm really excited to go to my sleep study in August. Why is there a pair of pants on the ground? That is from our lovely trash catalog that we found not too long ago. It's the same reason I have a broken TV and a plastic lawn chair just laying outside. Ah, they're everywhere. The secret woods, I don't know. It normally does not feel so treacherous, but just the fact that I can't fight back makes it a million times worse. I still think it's not going to be as bad when we get into the mines, though, because I won't necessarily care. Like, I won't have to run back to get something. I can just leave. I can just run away to a different corner. Although, technically, I guess I really care more about the experience here. I could just run through here. But anyway, I think it'll be better. There's going to be a little more room to maneuver on most floors. So I still think we'll be all right. I think we'll be all right. We'll see, though. Working on a sales forecast for next year. Congratulations. Have fun. Started selling mushroom supplements around me. I hate mushrooms, but these aren't too bad. It's about how you present. It totally is, yeah. It totally is. Also bring a big stack of food to the mines. Yeah, I mean, we could just bring a stack of 59 iridium eggs or whatever I have. That would kind of take care of things as well. Yeah, I don't know. I was looking through the trash catalog to kind of find things. We found this TV that's broken. We got a little tire. I can sit here and watch the days pass by. Figured maybe some shorts on the ground. Messy shorts, specifically. I don't know. I mean, I do know. I just said this. I have a passion for decor. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, shoot. I didn't go up to the mushrooms. That's my bad. Let's go ahead and do that right away before I forget about it again. Although now we're going to be off. Also, I'm not going to get anything from the mahogany trees. Although I guess that one's just supposed to remind me to go up here. So, is what it is. Writing an SOP in my new job and I'm just winging it. I mean, Honestly, that sounds about right. If it's not already there, they don't know. Hey, this isn't too bad. That little windy there, but you know what? It's just a little scenic. Shame you can't get colored trash can. Oh, trash can hats from the new catalog? That would be really cool, actually, yeah. We have a lot of mushrooms. I mean, it came in pretty late, but I think the problem is we just get so much more money than experience with foraging. Like, I pretty easily hit our goals in terms of, like, cash, but we're still a ways off from actually reaching the level 10 foraging, so we'll get there, we'll get there. The problem, so this is, I was kind of thinking about this. My original concern was that combat was going to probably be the worst one. But when I sat down and I looked at it, if we do mining first, and we successfully complete mining without combat, right? Assuming we can do that... Ooh, we gotta get some hay. Assuming we can successfully do that, we'll have access to pretty much the whole mines. Presumably, right? So we would be able to just pop down to whatever level we want to be on. Oh, I had way more coffee in here already. Whoops. And then just grind out whatever is on. So, for example, we could hop between, I don't know, say like 65, 75, or 75, 85, 95, 105, 115, or something like that. And I think the difference is going to be, we probably won't make money as fast, but with foraging, we're kind of capped, right? Like, after a certain point, there's really not much more experience you can get in a day from foraging. You cut down all of the trees in the secret woods, or the stumps, I guess. 1 wood for 700 gold. Anyway, you cut down your what is it? 5 stumps, 6 stumps? I think it's 5. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 stumps for 150 experience then. This is disgusting in here. And then if you want to, you can run around the whole map and see what kind of forage is out there for 7 experience at a time. And just hope for the best. Why are there so many slimes? It's like somebody's not doing anything about the population. Whereas with combat, I think we're not going to have a lot of like downtime where we're just hoping we run into something. There should always be pretty easy experience as long as we can stay alive. And assuming that we can, you know, get that far with mining. I hit one. Everybody just pretend you didn't see that. I'm not starting over the day for that. Total mistake. You didn't die. It doesn't count. But I definitely just axed one right in the face. Wrote all of... Oh, the SOPs for your workplace? Yeah. When I was in, like, a sales position, I, like, basically wrote out an SOP for what an inventory control person would look like in our region and said, like, I can do this. Here's how I would do it. Here's what my day would look like. Here's how much I want you to pay me. And brought that to my boss, and she took it to her boss, and he was like, yeah, okay. We had been talking for a while about the need for, like, more inventory control procedures, but it was cool that I was able to just, like, do that and then say, yep, this is what I want, and this is what I need from you, and they said, okie dokie. Did not expect that to be so easy. All right, we're finally here. We are finally into spring again, which is very exciting. And Kent is here. Awesome. Hello there. All right, that's nice to meet you. Know you work in IT. How was your Friday with the Microsoft issues? Didn't really affect us, to be honest. We don't have any kind of relationship with, what was it? CrowdStrike, I want to say? I don't even remember. My day was basically the same as any other day. The only thing was we scheduled some time, or we're looking to schedule some time to talk about what we would do if a similar thing happened to some of the stuff that we do use. Oh, I forgot to buy hay. Well, I mean, if I had to forget to buy hay, now's the time to do it, right? And we do have a silo, so I guess I could just start cutting down some hay. But you guys can go outside. You can go find your own food for a little while. CrowdStrike, yeah. So, my day, other than being really scared when I woke up in the morning about what my day was going to look like, other than that, my day was completely normal, which was awesome. But we just had a security meeting last week about a breach at another, like a sister college or university or whatever. So people are already a little bit on edge. So I think we'll probably be talking a lot in the coming days about, I guess probably like redundancies and just avoiding being in a situation where one really bad failure could like knock everything out. And that's kind of what happened with the other breach that they were talking about. Was like there was so much that they couldn't access because of whatever was happening that they didn't even really know how to start putting the pieces back together. So I guess in a sense, my Friday was interesting, but in a very much better way than a lot of other people's. Impressive, your pitch to your boss? Yeah, I mean, we were in a position where there was a lot of internal shrink, just from like bad procedure and bad standards. So we had been talking for a little while about what it might look like to try to standardize that across like our district, which was, I don't know, like 14 different stores. And I was willing to do it. I just didn't want to do it and my other job. And that was a pretty cool job. That was actually really neat. That was right before COVID. And I was very fortunate because I was able to end up working from home at that point. Like I was able to install our point of sale system and basically see whatever was going on in the stores from home. So I didn't have a lot of like downtime other than helping some stores like shift things around because some of them closed and it was definitely a nightmare. But then I quit. Then I quit and I worked for the state for like 3 months in unemployment. Actually, I think it was like 4 or 5 months. I worked in unemployment insurance and it was so miserable. Like I started there right as COVID was starting to ramp up. And so every day, and I was talking to business owners, not necessarily to unemployed individuals. So my job basically was to make sure that people were paying their taxes so that if, you know, folks became unemployed, that they would get their benefits, right? That they were paying into that pool. And every day I would be on the phone with business owners who were like, I am going to go under. I don't even know what is happening in the next like month or 2 months or what this is going to look like. And I'm like, I know, but you do have to pay this still. It was miserable. It was not fun. I did not like that at all. I did not make it very long. And then I went back to college. So that was a good move, though. Anyway, there's a little backstory that no one asked for. I think we're a day behind on these, so that's probably fine. I kind of want to do a quick loop. So I found a dandelion, right? So we need, what, a daffodil. Daffodil, we need a leek and a wild horseradish. So I maybe should have gone through the secret woods a little better. Hey, Shenanigans, welcome in. Supposed to sleep, but you're not. Rock on. Love that for you. Hope it doesn't come back to bite you. chasing employees for money owed would take it out. It wasn't necessarily the employees. Like, I was trying to work with the employers. And a lot of people were just, like, small mom-and-pop places that were just trying to get by. And there were some... Obviously, not everybody is like that. There were some real jerks out there and people that were avoiding paying in to a service that, like, helps their fellow man, right? But it wasn't trying to collect money that was painful. It was hearing all of the stories about people's lives falling apart, or, like, the owner of the business would die because there was COVID and they wouldn't know what to do. And here I was, like, I get that, but you guys are behind on your taxes. It just was, yeah, it was nasty. It did not feel good. Going back to college after years of healing, congratulations. Good luck. Parsnip, I'm not going to do that for you, Pam. I'm sorry. Yeah. Congrats. Have fun. I mean, if you're going back after a few years, you probably know to, at least for me, I took it way more seriously the second time when I was paying for it. So glad for Australia's tax system. Yeah, we could use a few updates. I think... I have no problem with taxes. George thinks no one in town likes him. A dozen leaks. You know what? If we had a dozen leaks, I would do that just for the free coffee every day. Anyway, I'm for taxes. Like, as long as they're being used for everyone, like, that's good. That's how we have highways. That's how we have a lot of important things, but it just doesn't always happen that way, I guess. Funny how that works. My son was the same. The same in what way? Going back to college and paying for it himself. Third time, actually, but second went well, or shortcut by the pandemic. Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see. Well, the world will just be very interesting for a while. Worked in IT on a service desk for a very large company during COVID, and moving everyone home was an absolute nightmare. That is fair. Both of my experiences moving to be from home were with that that inventory management, which was really easy. Like I said, all I did was I installed the point of sale software, and then I was good to go. I could check it from home. There was no, like, personally identifying information on there that I could access. All that I could find was, like, our stuff, so that was perfect. And then when I was working for the state, they already had a very robust work from home process. But I imagine for a lot of places that was very new to them and very frustrating and a ton of work. I don't think I found a leak, huh? I don't know that I will. I think if we were going to find one, it would have been in either the backwoods or in the mountain lake area. The mountain, I guess, would be easier to say. Did I get hardwood today? I don't remember. Try the bus stop. Yeah, I definitely will. That's about all we have left, huh? I was in here. Okay. Worked as an internal transport worker in a local hospital. That sounds like a situation. Love my hybrid work environment. I actually really like my hybrid environment. I just wish it was based on... like, selfishly, I wish that my days in office did not need to be specific days, if that makes sense. Like, I don't mind going in, and there are a lot of things that are easier to do on site than at home. But it would be nice if I could say, like, I'm not gonna this week. And next week, I'll be there the whole week or whatever, you know? Tulip says hello. Hello, Tulip. All right, can we get a leak? We got another daffodil. Another dandelion. No leak. But you know what? It was a pretty good day. If we can hunt a couple of those down, we'll be good to go. Which level are you? We are at level 9 of foraging and not super far into it. Still 3,000 set. Well, honestly, we're about a quarter of the way already. That's faster than I expected. Oh, no, these can go. All right. Away with ye. Carrot seeds will keep. Stayed up until 7:20. My goodness gracious. What a day. I should probably make a trip around the farm, too. I'm pretty sure I saw a whole bunch of trees popping up. Work from home at the moment, still COVID pot. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Okay, Barney is letting us know we could now adopt a pet. Thank you very much. I don't know that we will do that, but maybe. Maybe in the future. Hello, little chickens. Well, I think today, oh yeah, that's actually like quite a bit of tree growth over there. So let's I think first I gotta settle into a pattern, and I'm not sure what it's gonna look like in the spring here. We need to definitely get down and check the secret woods, and then I think I'll do bus stop into backwoods, into mountain, and then back home to cut down trees. And we should probably find a good place on the farm to replant, right? Oh my god, a rabbit farm for meat? That is not something I've heard. It's just those pesky rocks that are really the problem. Excuse me. Don't mind me. All right, there we go. Juked him. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, if we can find just even one leek today, we will be able to get some seeds in the ground. Which continent? I live in the United States. So, North America. But anyway, if we can find just one leek today, we can get some spring seeds in the ground. We could. I really don't think we're going to have enough time to get enough leeks for George, though, which is unfortunate. If I would have saved some from last year. Actually, we weren't even harvesting leeks in spring last year, so never mind. George will have to go without. He's worried nobody loves him. Well, we're not going to be able to help. But at least we have some mushroom trees growing. Hey, there we go. Anybody else? No? All right. I suppose technically we could be getting 2, right? We grabbed that already. Couldn't you plant some spring seeds for leeks? Yeah, I didn't have any spring seeds yet. That's what I need the leeks for. And I believe that quest only goes for a week, right? That's not one of the ones that lasts longer than that. Spring seeds, I want to say, are going to take 7 days to grow. No, I don't know. 2 weeks? Oh, well, then we might. Might as well grab it. All right. Anything else? Anybody else? Mixed seeds. Beautiful. Last until the end of spring. There's a bunch of them that are like different times like that, and I always end up overlapping a few, and then it's really satisfying to knock out like 3 or 4 quests like back to back to back. Especially like the Mr. Key ones, like the prismatic shard one. I don't want to be up here. Not cutting everything down. That stuff needs to stay. Keys crop, worst quest in the game, but it does feel nice to get like a whole bunch of those knocked out right away and then watch all the gems come flowing in. That's a question. What do you guys spend your gems on once you have all of your like crafting recipes? Are you picking up more Junimo chests? Are you buying seasoning? Are you getting bait? Are you not buying anything? Never did the crops. It's definitely my least favorite. Seasoning. 27 days. Goodness gracious. Yeah, all month. Well, we very well may be able to accomplish that then. That gives us a lot of leeway. Crops are good to do over the winter. Yeah, I mean, it just depends on when it's available, but that's very true. If you already have a sprinkler system set up and you're not growing anything, it's nice to be able to use it. Sometimes mushroom spores for decor. Hoard them like I hoard everything. There's the real answer. All right, so it looks like we'll get 2 packets, huh? That's fine. That's a good start. Seeds are in the greenhouse. Awesome. I don't think I'll water anything, but we'll get them in the ground, right? Is this not a tillable spot? Oh, that stinks. Although we have a bunch of weird situations up here, so it'll probably work out. Five more. Amazing. Beautiful. The best field in the world. And then I think probably just this until we either exhaust our energy or knock every tree down. It's not Picasso Sprinkler anymore. We're definitely not making any art, that is for sure. This farm has been very much the aesthetic is not good. The vibes are pretty awful. I think if you came in here and you saw this, you would be very disappointed at whoever was running this farm. It is not a pleasant place to be. It is not calming to the mind. It was worse before foraging, though. Oh my god, it was so bad. I would walk out the door and just, like, feel uncomfortable. And then having to walk around all of the trees with the sprinklers and everything, that was such a bad decision. I should have just skipped sprinklers entirely and just continued watering things. But that, I mean, I guess that probably would have slowed us down. Before foraging, they were a piece of art? I don't know about that, but you know what? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? Yeah, is that what they say? This is giving us a nice little boost to our acorn levels too. I feel like I used all of them up. I have a question for you, chat. Is there anything... I don't have any plans to, like, work on something right now, but is there anything that you have wanted to see done in Stardew Valley that you haven't? I'm not farming you for content ideas right now. Not that I will say I never would. But I'm curious if there are things out there that people are like, you know what would be really cool? And then they look, and there's just nothing out there. There's always weird restrictions that people can, you know, like, kind of self-impose. So there's, like, no shortage of unique situations that people can put themselves in. But what are we missing? What are we as a collective not getting? $463 wood, and what are you doing up here? You can go home now. Carrots, you can go to bed, buddy. It's 6 p.m. All right, there you go. Good job. Oh, no, you're just sleeping there. Okay, well, good luck. I have to think about it? Yeah, that's fair. Farm Design 101. Don't understand how we go from the basic farms to the sweeping setups people have after 16 years. That's fair. Something that I think would be helpful for me, just to like watch. I always am really interested in the ways that people decorate their farms. I feel like that's not something that I'm super good at, so when it gets to that part in my game, and it's usually toward the end of a file, right? When it gets to that part in my game, I will usually just kind of scope out the different subreddits, like Farms of Stardew Valley or whatever, and just kind of poke around. I know Sal did a video on, like, farmhouse design, I want to say. But that could be kind of interesting, I think. Like I said, that's not my strong point. I'm not trying to say that's coming from me, because I don't think it will be. Was it Poxiel, not Sal? That's my bad. Collecting all the spousal portraits. Marriage speedruns are very well done by very talented people. I hate marriage speedruns. But you're not... I mean, it would be interesting to see how people would strategize that. And I don't want to say, like, they're not worth doing, because there are incredible runs out there, and they're a lot of fun to watch. But my goodness, I hate marriage speedruns, playing them personally. Placing buildings, doing your first perfection run, and making it look nice and efficient is just beyond me. Trying to figure out how to route your day around your buildings is a big part of it for me. Like I said, I'm not a big decorator. What I'll end up doing is figure out where I want the buildings and then figure out the decor around that so I don't have to fuss with it too much. Good job, little chickens. You guys are just... They're in their lane. They're doing a good job every day. I like finding alternative revenue streams, and I'm thrilled I can thrive on 1.6 with very little farming grind. Yeah. It's really cool that we have some new options. I really like, obviously, I've always, well, I don't know, obviously, but I've always really liked fishing. So it's really cool to see pretty substantial late game fishing potential that kind of just wasn't really there before. Can you guys stop? I don't have time for this. Oh my god. Now I gotta eat eggs to survive the secret woods. Just leave me alone. This is why no one comes to visit you guys. You're just all over anyone that happens to walk by. Anyway, I was starting to say, I was really excited to see a lot of like different models and different abilities towards the end game. I kind of said it a little bit earlier, but I'm kind of winding down on the recording bit of my like 200 days of my 1.6 farm. Finally, I had to put it down for a little while, but I just had a $1.2 million 3-day fishing spree. And that's not really something you could do before 1.6. So Blade's marriage speedruns are always so interesting to watch. Yeah. Anything that Blade does is interesting, intimidating, and very unique. I wish this little tilled spot would go away. Hopefully soon. So, did we just harvest from that today? I think that's a day behind everything else, which is frustrating. I did that again. You can go in here because I forgot about it. Also terrifying. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Kent's birthday. I'm sorry, buddy. I don't have anything for you. Gifts for George. Oh, yeah, we took that a while ago. A few things that just don't make sense to me in general that are embarrassing because there's so much content and it won't click, like deep diving the Skull Caverns. Is there something specific you're curious about? Or is it just like the concept? I like Skull Cavern dives. I think they're a lot of fun. I wouldn't say that I'm the master by any means. But I can come out of the Skull Cavern feeling pretty successful and making quite a bit of money. We probably should have done something about tappers, huh? Ah! No! That's so sad. Alright, well, get another one down, I guess. I guess I should be picking things up without a tool. That was disappointing. What have I missed on this stream? We managed to reach level 9, and honestly, moving along at a pretty good clip. Already at only 3,000 experience to go. Deepest I've gone is over 200 floors. I don't know how folks get past 300. I think it's a matter of priorities. Like, if you wanted to get past 300, you probably could, but then you'd be giving up. Like, it's a balance. You'd be giving up some of the resources just for the sake of getting deeper into the mines, right? And at that point, it's like, well, the whole point was getting the resources. And once you're into the hundreds, like, you're probably getting some pretty good stacks. The concept, CCs get so far and they're making money and getting heckin' lots of resources, and I struggle with getting to 100 even with staircases. If you want to feel extra cheeky and you just want to get to 100, just make a whole bunch of crystallariums and throw jade in them. And then on Sundays, you can take that jade to the desert and trade it to the desert merchant for staircases. That's pretty easy. And that's a good way to start, too. Like, starting from level 1 and trying to get into, like, the 200s, you can do it. But starting from a little bit lower, you're already going to see better resources and you're going to be making more money that way, right? So I usually bring about a stack of 100 or so stairs with me. And I'll stare down, or I'll staircase down, I guess, until I start seeing things that I want. And then if you're playing on Switch, like I saw a couple comments, if you're playing on Switch, at that point, you could either stick with it, like just deviate from your stairs to go over to the resources, or you could start loading up on bombs, whether that's like bombs that you can buy from the dwarf, which that's a really good resource. Like, if you have good money, or if you have some money, I guess I should say, a single bomb that blows up a butt ton of iridium has already paid for itself, right? So kind of knowing about the different vendors and what they offer can help. If you're on PC and you've reached level 9 in combat, I want to say, it might be different actually in 1.6, I don't remember. You can get explosive ammo for the slingshot. And I think for a lot of people, especially like YouTuber folks, that's probably where things start to pop off. Because once you get comfortable with the slingshot, you can cruise. That's when things kind of blow up, because it's not super expensive to just buy it. You can also craft it. I almost always just go and buy it. But the amount of time that it saves you to blow things up compared to mining, like even if you have an iridium pickaxe, and I'm assuming like if you're getting into Skull Caverns and you're not super deep, you're probably not enchanting things. So if you have an iridium pickaxe at this point, that is, I want to say 4 hits to break 1 iridium node, or like 2 hits for a diamond, 2 hits for a gold ore or a gold node. And that adds up. It takes time, first of all, and it takes energy. So if you can just knock that stuff out with bombs, that'll save you a lot of time. And then, you know, the more time you have, the lower you can get. I bring my pickaxe with me because there are times when it doesn't make sense to drop a bomb for like one thing that I want. But if I'm really trying to push for something, I don't really use it very much. Always bring lots of different bombs, rarely even mine resources. Yeah, exactly. Use a slingshot. Yep. Yeah. Zoom into 50 or whatever with the staircases is not a loss. Well, I mean, yeah, if you're just using staircases that you got from Jade, you're not spending any money on it. I mean, technically, you are not making any money because you could just chuck diamonds in there, but if that one staircase can get you another, I don't know, like 10 iridium, then it paid for itself. Assuming you sell the bars. You might just use the bars, which is fine too. That's why I like the volcano dungeon. Get through it without bombs. I really like the volcano dungeon too. It feels more like something that I like that it has a beginning and an end, right? Like you go in, you know what you're looking for, and you know where the end is. There are no surprises. Well, I mean, other than whatever happens with enemies and whatnot, but yeah. I like the volcano mines as well. The other nice thing about that is there's like a little out at... Why are you showing me a radius for the mossy seed? That's weird. Interesting. There's a little out at level 5, so like if things aren't going the way you expected, or if you're out of time, it's no big deal. Although in the Skull Cavern you can just like leave, right? So maybe that's not such a big deal. All right. Let's move this just right down here. And then I think we're good. Super helpful. I'm glad I asked. Yeah. Like I said, there are a lot of people that do it better than me, but those hopefully are some things that can help you. Trade rubies for spicy eel for food and luck buffs. Oh yeah, that's another good point. Luck is a huge portion of it. Or at least it can make a very big difference. If you go on a high luck day and you eat lucky food and you drink ginger ale, which I don't, I always drink coffee because speed is way more exciting for me than the one luck that ginger ale gives. But if you want to maximize it, drink ginger ale, eat some lucky food. That is really going to help as well. Watch Habu when he does dungeon runs. The only thing I'll say about that is don't watch that thinking that you'll... there might not be a lot that you can pick up from it because it might just be a little bit too much right away. It is interesting to watch, and he is incredibly talented. But if you're not used to doing just like some more basic stuff, that might just leave you depressed. Let's grab these, get some more in the ground. Abu gives me anxiety. That's how you know he's talented. I like the sweaty gameplay like that sometimes, but you got to be in the mood for it. Sometimes I want to do something more like this. Like, we're still working toward a goal. I'm not completely rudderless, but I don't feel like I'm going to miss too much if I don't execute everything perfectly. Gave up on my quest to catch 3 Iridium of All Legend after hours of trying the Glacier. There's that is quite the quest. I think Summons has a video on how to tackle the Skull Caverns. Yeah, I think a lot of creators do. I know Sean has one too. I don't know if there's a lot in there that we haven't at least touched on, but it could definitely be worth digging into. My setup is usually I have my sword, my pickaxe, or whatever. I have my weapon, my pickaxe, and then slingshot and stairs. And then towards the end of my bar, so if I want to, I can just scroll up. I have my food. So I'll have like sashimi here, because once you're at Ginger Island, you have like basically unlimited sashimi, right? Just every day you can get more. So sashimi, just so that you have something that you can eat to just like pause time, but also that won't get rid of your buff. And then I'll have spicy eel for the luck and the speed buff. And then I'll have triple shot espresso. And then on bar 2, I usually keep bombs either here on 1, 2, 3 or on 0 minus equals. Same thing, just so you can like hit tab, scroll over to it, use it right away, and then tab back over. Then I usually try to keep the middle free for whatever, like warp totems or things you know you might need, but that you don't want to accidentally click on. Don't know if that helps at all either. That might just be rambling, to be honest. So now I think our new bottleneck for spring forage is actually, what, dandelions? I probably should have waited until tomorrow to do a foraging loop, but see if we can find anything out here. We could hit up Cindersap also, and definitely got to check the bus stop, huh? Not zoomed out all the way either. I always feel a little bit guilty when I zoom out all the way, because I know it doesn't produce like the best view for people that are watching, but it just makes life so much easier for me that I find myself doing it a lot. Yeah, I'm not going to come back here. We might as well grab the beach right away. Here we go. Some good tide pools. Like I said, we're moving at a pretty good clip here. We're already halfway to level 10. I mean, I guess when you really focus on it and that's like all you're doing every day, kind of makes sense that you'd cruise right through it, but don't even bring the pickaxe and the slingshot anymore. Why am I digging in the trash, Sam? There's always good stuff in the trash. I don't know. I really like my slingshot in the mines. I would rather have the slingshot than most other explosives, but you do need like one slot for explosives at least, just because not everything is going to be up against a wall. But I would feel, I don't know, I would be much happier having a slingshot than having like all 3 different kinds of bombs, personally. Nothing, huh? No dandelions? I guess we could check for spring onions? There we go. There we go. I don't even want these, but that's a good little chunk of experience, huh? Now I think we just go. I think we're good. Although, I don't think I checked the traveling cart. I mean, who knows? Maybe she'll have something truly amazing for us today. If she has more sprinklers, I would probably buy those, huh? No, nothing really. Some red cabbage, but we're already on year 2 and we're not farming anyway, so that's fine. Lots? Yeah, that's a good feeling, huh? That was a lot of spring onions. Don't see that every day. Feel like usually when I bother to make my time or to waste the time going all the way down there, I'll find like 2. No, leave me alone. All right, excuse me, excuse me. Excuse me. Okay, so 2737. Wow, I just bashed my mic. Sorry, I hope you guys didn't hear anything or any reverb or anything from that, but that was dumb. So at 2737, I don't know how many oak trees I have up there. Probably like, well, I know I use like 19 tree fertilizer, right? So we have at least that many that are fully grown, but that's still only a couple hundred experience. We're not going to want to knock those out. We're not finding more experience. The real question is, how did I get all that stone? Was that just from like digging it up? Or I knew we blew up some rocks to get into the cave, but it wasn't that much. So I don't even know where that all came from. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. Come here, one piece of wood. All right, there we go. Okay, already been in there. Never mind. So if I'm remembering right, I think we are out of dandelions. I don't remember if I checked in here. I don't think I did. We can get another one of those. Oh, a train. Oh, nice. Okay. Do I drop something here? I mean, I guess sap. We have a ton of sap at home. And then we have some more seeds. Excellent. Fabulous. Always try to check the card on Saturday. That's one of those little things that I like. One of the reasons I do play with mods all the time is just the little stuff like that. Like, I would frequently forget and just hop over there and try to check it out. It's nice to not have to remind myself of those little things. But I get that it's not like a truly vanilla experience, and that's what some people are hoping to see. It is tough too. Like, if you haven't played a game and all that's available is a bunch of people playing it with mods that you don't know or recognize, and you're just trying to get a vibe for it, it kind of stinks that everybody is not just playing the game. But at the same time, this is how I have the most fun with it, so This sprinkler I don't think is going to do anything for us, huh? I don't think I realized where that was. So let's get that out of there. Let's go down and 2. Now would be a good time to insert ads. Thanks, YouTube. I really appreciate that. Not gonna do that. Well, shoot. We're out of sprinklers, huh? And I think everything in here is actually being used. I mean, it's kind of dumb how we're using them, but we are using them. I think I could make another one. I'm not sure that it's really justified, though, for one more seed. So we'll just hang on to that one for now, I suppose. And off we go. 7:20. My goodness, we are staying up so late these days. This is absolutely unheard of. She wants an apricot. So, like I said, I think we're a day behind on that. I'm just going to leave that there. Honestly, I think I'm just going to go straight to the secret woods today and then go to bed just so that I don't forget and mess up my mushroom logs and have the timing off again. Have you done all the community requests, Joja, now? We have only so far done... I'm doing them with their, like, equivalent. So we have done the bridge. We did that with foraging money. And then we did the greenhouse with farming money. Once we hit level 10, I'm going to go ahead and give myself a week to just sell anything that I have and spend that money on whatever I want. And then we'll start in on mining. So that'll give us time to do things like if I want to upgrade the coop, that would be when I could do that. Or if we want to go ahead and get our pickaxe upgraded ahead of time, that would be a good time to do it. And then once that week is up, it'll be all mining all the time. And for mining, we'll have the mine carts, which is actually the cheapest one, right? That's only 15,000, so that's going to be pretty easy to accomplish, I think. And mining actually levels up pretty quick if you're really focused on it. So I think we'll kind of tear through mining. Like, we could honestly just spam out level 91 once we get there and just be hunting for gold, and we'd be cruising. I have to go and pick up the kiddo from show choir practice. Awesome. Thanks for streaming. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for stopping by if you're still here. And if you're watching later, thanks for stopping by in the past, I guess. One of the things that I would like to do with that, like, little in-between section, I think it would be nice to consolidate, get all of our chickens into one coop, upgrade that coop to deluxe, and then they are just going to get fed, and I won't have to worry about if I'm trying to sleep for a few days to, like, get through something, you know? There's a lot going on in there. That's all right. Let's go to bed. And then I'm going to do mushrooms first thing in the morning so we don't forget today. Very important. How much experience did we get from that? 25? Or was that... I wasn't even reading. Be interested to see, though. Because we are at what? We're at 2978. Are you guys really? You were 2 days behind now? Oh my goodness gracious. Well, hey, I mean, I guess I'll grab a whole bunch of acorns. Okay, well, you know what that means. We're going to go ahead and do the secret woods and then back to bed again, I guess. It's kind of not what I expected. And now my tracker in my front yard is going to be messed up again. Coral Island 1.1 update drop for those interested. Did that just happen this evening? Or I guess it's evening for me, but did that just happen pretty recently here? That might have to be the next thing that I'm going into. Just now? Awesome. Do you do anything with the screenshots your game automatically takes every morning? I was thinking about making them into YouTube shorts. The problem is, I've looked at them. Like I've done it. I've made a short out of it that lasted like, I can't remember. I think it was like 30 seconds or it might have been 60 seconds of some of these farms, and I'm like, huh, that's really boring. But that's the reason for the screenshot. I was thinking it could be kind of cool to track the progress and see what happens over the course of a year or over however long we play the farm or whatever. But so far I haven't seen one where I've been like, you know what, that's a really cool like development. Just now? Awesome. Awesome. I would love to get back into that. That was a lot of fun. I definitely started to hit the point where I was like running into placeholder content, which was kind of a bummer for what was supposed to be a 1.0 release. Didn't quite feel like it. Not that it wasn't a lot of fun. Just felt like that might have been a little bit early to make that proclamation. Okay. Hardwood's done. Off we go. Excuse me, slimes. Don't mind me. That's terrifying. There's so many of them. So I saw they were kind of wrapping up things in the underwater area with those NPCs. No spoilers, I guess. If the story finale is done or whatever, does that mean like everything, all the Savannah stuff is finished? Like when they say finale, does that mean like they're not making additional story content, or like they're just satisfied with where it's at for now, I guess is the question. Because I kind of thought that's what 1.0 was gonna be. Look at this beautiful little greenhouse. We could definitely use a few more sprinklers, huh? I should probably maybe start buying some ore. I think I'll wait. I think I'll do that during that weird week. No, the Savannah's part of this one. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Cool. Well, there's something to do. There's another 100 hours of game. Probably, if I had to guess. $32.26. Oh, I didn't drop off my coffee. Shoot. What are you? Are you a mushroom tree? You are. That's so fun. I don't think mushroom trees actually affect the mushroom logs, though, right? Like, it's just oak, pine, and maple and mystic. So it kind of doesn't really matter to us in terms of like foraging experience, I guess, but still kind of cool. On a My Time at Sandrock kick right now. I really gotta try that out. I'm still in the clutches of Pokerogue when I'm not working on Stardew Valley, or like actually at work. Just 5 experience for these, okay. That's not a ton for how much it costs us to make them, but I don't think that we can really, you know, beggars can't be choosers kind of situation here. I don't think we can really be complaining. Any leeks? There we go, there we go. I don't know why I'm still thinking like we need more leeks. I think we're pretty good on leeks. What we really need is dandelions. which we'll probably get when those grow in, but... Piece of coal. I've gotten to the point in PokeRogue now where I basically just need to hatch, I don't know, maybe like 15 or 20 more Pokemon, and then we'll have everyone. I'm getting to the point where it's mostly things you have to hatch, which is kind of fun. But it also means when I hatch eggs, I'm going through like 60 eggs of things that I don't really need or want, and I probably already have all of their egg moves and might even have a shiny or whatever. But that is a great time. Would recommend that to anybody that has any interest in Pokemon games or roguelikes. Or roguelites, I guess. No, you stay. There we go. I think I went up there right away today, right? So we probably haven't done anything else. Let's get these all on the same schedule. We'll leave those for today. Haven't played any games for months. Basically work, sleep, repeat. That is a bummer. Sometimes you just get trapped in those loops for a little while too. Especially with like new positions. It's like everything you can do to make it through the day. I've been in spots where it's like, finally, I'm done with my day. What am I going to do now? I think I'll stare at the wall for the next 3 hours. That sounds great. That's about all I have the energy for. I don't know if that's kind of where you're at. I have a little bit of time, but there's just nothing left in the tank. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay, there we go. Well, we're definitely not making it a 10, folks. I'm so sorry. The answer to the thumbnail question, no, we cannot. Not tonight. But we made a ton of experience today. Kind of a little bit more than I was expecting. So that means next time it should be an easy clap. We should quickly make it to level 10 foraging. I'm not signing off quite yet, but pretty shortly here, probably in the next couple of days in game. But yeah, we should pretty quickly get through the rest of foraging here and be moving on to our like shopping spree and then over to mining. Like I said, I'm really jazzed for mining. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a nice little element of danger to it, which is not something we have too much of right now. Other than, I guess, the Secret Woods is pretty gnarly when you get slimed over and over again. Beautiful. I don't think this is one of the trees that I was growing, so I'm pretty sure you got to go, my friend. You get to clean up your farm, though? That will be exciting. Just kind of throwing whatever we have over here now. Speaking of cleaning up my farm, get rid of some of this stuff. This is going to be so nice to get rid of. That would actually be... Honestly, the screenshots from this farm might be kind of interesting. I haven't really looked at them, but that could be fun to see what happens as the sprinklers start to expand. So it'd start with... We did farming first, so we started just kind of scraping out whatever existence we could. And then the sprinklers kind of started to expand around all of the trees and the rocks and everything that was in there. And then we started cutting down the twigs because those didn't give experience. That could be kind of fun to watch how this farm developed. It was, I guess, very organic. Messy is, you know, a word, but organic I like. I like that. 3676. Nice. What's your first max skill in a normal playthrough? That's a good question, actually. Fishing. Never mind. That was an easy one. I was like, I don't really know. But no, it's always fishing every single time. Sorry. That should have been easier for me. I don't know. Little brain fart there. I usually max fishing before the middle of spring. I do a lot of early game fishing. And in previous updates, that would be kind of it, you know? I would fish until I hit level 10, and then I would get my seasonal ones and the legendaries, and then I'd be about done. But it's really cool with the new update that there's a lot more going on. It feels like I don't have to just put away my fishing rod once I'm done with the basics. I really appreciate that. Anything that adds new flavors of gameplay is really exciting, I think. Even if they're not always things that I want to take advantage of, it's nice to just have the options. Are you keeping the holly? I don't know. We could probably sell that. Why am I keeping anything, really? But I am keeping these chickens, so let's go ahead and feed them. Make sure we don't lose any of you. Not that I would, but... Yeah, not keeping anything for any specific reason. Like, we have enough stuff growing that I could probably just sell everything that's in the box, and we would still be able to make another batch of seeds, but... It's those little gremlin tendencies, you know what I mean? What if I need it later? Not that I'll ever need holly again in my life, but... Fishing first two, then foraging. Foraging is usually either my last one or my second to last one. Foraging and combat usually come in towards the end of the list for me. Just depends on what the focus is, but definitely not second. Definitely. I would say probably fishing, farming, mining, combat, foraging has been the queue for me lately. But I like to have a lot of plants in the ground. And everything kind of ties into that, right? Like, you got to make money in the early game to be able to buy them, but also you just need it for upgrades, so that's where the fishing comes from. And then to get all of those crops and all that farming experience, I do a lot of mining because I want my copper and my iron, right? So I spend a lot of time getting that stuff ready, and that definitely helps. And then by virtue of being in the mine so much, I end up fighting stuff. Like, I actually run away from a lot of enemies because honestly, it's usually not like a good use of your time to get into a fight with whatever. Like, it's just not usually very rewarding unless you're looking for a specific drop. But I still end up getting a lot of combat experience. And then especially once you start working on, like, Protector of the Valley stuff. Currently on my first 1.6 playthrough, and it's looking like farming is going to be my last skill to max. Yeah, and that's kind of one of the cool things is my experience is not your experience. Like, everybody plays the game a little differently. I enjoy seeing the different ways that people, like, plan their farms. I wouldn't say I'm, like, stuck in my ways, but I feel like I definitely have a pattern. And it would be cool to kind of break out of that. There's probably other things that I could be doing that would be equally interesting and possibly, like, a better use of my time, more profitable. Ooh, nice. Look at all of this. I don't even have room for it. What are we going to throw? Let's dump our sap. Hopefully that's good. Cool. Bella, hi, I haven't been on stream for a while, but I can't stay long. No worries, this is going to be kind of wrapping up pretty quick here, so you came in just in time to say hi, and appreciate that. Thank you for stopping by. on the forest farm. I love the forest farm, first of all. So, been easy to level foraging. Grinding serpents for rabbit's foot once I had the burglar ring. Sure, that makes sense, yeah. That's kind of what I meant, I guess. Like, if you're looking for something specific, that's when it's really worth it to focus in on actually fighting stuff. So, I need about 1,000 more experience. With everything that we're growing... Yeah, I don't know. I think this is actually going to be the last day. I was going to try and figure out if I could get there. But it's actually already 7:30. I didn't realize. So once I'm going to pop up north real quick. Just see what's kind of around and available for us. And then we'll call it an evening. And then, like I said, we'll be wrapping up foraging right away next time. That'll be nice. So that means I kind of need to put together a shopping list, huh? You have any trees at the desert? I normally would, but I am not... I don't have the bus unlocked on this file, so... We haven't been there yet. Empty your bag? Yeah. It's a little bit of a nightmare in there. Yeah, normally I like having trees at the desert. I also... There are a few places that it's kind of nice to plant. Places that I just don't travel to a whole lot. Like, we have some stuff up by the spa, which I think is pretty convenient. Because I just don't have another use for that space. That's also a good place if you want to do, like, kegs or whatever. A lot of people do that. Have I been selling oranges? That's kind of a farming thing. So, we should... Ooh, I want to keep those. Probably hang on to those. I started getting some mystic trees down with heavy tappers and mushroom logs, and that's been actually pretty cool. I'm still trying to figure out what I have been doing with the mystic tree syrup is I was at a point where I had a bunch of stuff in casks that was at gold quality, so I traded mystic syrup in for fairy dust, and that was pretty nice. That was a nice little chunk of cash that came in. Okay, nothing up here. Or I should say those aren't ready yet, rather. Hey, Shania, welcome in. 29 months. Thank you so much. That is, yeah, like you said, that's wild. It really has been about a bajillion years. It doesn't feel like it, though. I was saying this earlier. It does not feel like it's been that long. It feels... I don't know. It's weird. It's weird, man. Okay. Doesn't look like we're getting anything over there. Excuse me. Only thing that has me locked out of a year one community center is apples. Would have had enough, but I built a silo and forgot to not put by my tree. Oh, sure. That's a bummer. That's just one of those little things. If you can get your greenhouse up in time, you could still technically get it done by the end of year one. Because you can definitely get the greenhouse up in fall. But it can be a bit of a tall order. Feels like yesterday and also a million years ago. There you go. It's kind of like how we're all still trapped in 2019. I don't know if any of you knew that. Time hasn't actually passed since then is how I feel a lot of the time. And on that note, we're actually going to call it. I'm going to go to bed. Well, I'm going to put my stuff away first. And then I'm going to go to bed, take a peek outside. Then we'll be all set for this evening. I believe, for real this time, I am switching next Wednesday. But regardless, either way, I will not be here on Monday. I think I'll be here on Wednesday next week, but I won't be here on Monday either way because Dani and I are going on vacation for her birthday, which is on the 27th. So if you're in the Discord, I will definitely post something around that time. Look at all this. Delicious, delicious forage. Nice. Excellent. 4161. Okay. Perfect. Anyway, thanks everybody. I am going to call it tonight. I'll talk to you soon. Like I said, I'm thinking next Wednesday. But I hope you guys had a good time. If you did and you haven't done it yet, it would actually help if you want to like the stream. It does actually push it out to more people so they can see it, so they can pop in. Otherwise, I will talk to y'all later. Thanks everybody. Bye.